Should you wait for the guy to make the first move during an ex back process? My name is Coach Adrian, love and relationship coach, and thank you for your trust. Thank you for enabling me to be part of your journey. If you're listening to us on our podcasts, welcome. And if you're watching this on Love Advice TV, on our YouTube channel, thank you. There are a lot of misconceptions linked to male-female gender dynamics in love. And a lot of times, those conceptions have a tendency to seep into the ex-back process. And so I wanted to really kind of do this video to shed some light as to what is reasonable to expect and what standards to hold yourself to if you're interested in rebuilding a broken relationship. The first thing that I will say is that you do not need to wait for the guy to make the first move during the ex-back process. I do not adhere to this type of thinking. Ultimately, it's not about letting the guy do all of the work. It's about making sure that you're in the right mindset, no matter if you're a man or a woman. Making sure that you're not desperate and needy and putting this person on a pedestal. And making sure also that your ego is not getting the best of you. That you're not defensive, too proud, and too afraid to be able to take a chance to reconnect the right way and to rebuild something new. Having said that, it's very important for you to understand that you cannot act desperate. If you're trying to reconnect with a man and you are acting needy, desperate, clingy, really taking ownership of the process of reconnection, you will push them away. So it's not about just doing whatever you want. It's about really controlling your emotions, giving this person the time and the space to also realize how much they care, how much they value you. But I don't want you to feel that just because you're trying to get a man back, you cannot make the first step. It's about doing so with tact, intelligently, in a way that doesn't demean you or undervalue what you bring to the table. So by saying that, I don't believe in mind games. I don't believe that you should just try to manipulate someone into wanting to be with you. So I don't believe in also playing hard to get. Just because you're trying to get a man back doesn't mean that you need to be extra hard or not respond when they reach out to you or never reach out first just simply because they're a man. No mind games. We want to build a healthy foundation built on trust, built on respect, and built on decency. And I believe that if you approach your breakup recovery that way, even with a man, you're going to be able to inspire them. The point being that you can contact a man first, but you cannot chase him. If you do so, you will lose him. But if you contact him in an intelligent way, in a way that is not needy or desperate, in a way that is actually showing that you are confident, there's a good chance that you're actually laying the foundation for a new, healthy communication platform to emerge. But don't rush after a breakup to reach out to a man. Most people get impatient. Most people feel like too much time has passed. And I don't want you to make those mistakes. It is true that men like to lead. Men like to be independent and men like to chase. And so giving them an opportunity to do those things will most likely increase your value. Men like to take control. Most men do anyway, not all of them. And it's important for you to recognize what type of man you have fallen in love with. What type of man are you interested in so that you can adjust your strategy accordingly. Even if you're with a very passive man, I don't want you to take full responsibility in that process of reconnecting with them. Even if you reach out to them first, does not mean that you will always lead the way towards getting back together. If they value you, they will at some point at least meet you halfway and take some ownership in the reconnecting process. So when I do coaching sessions with women trying to get back with men, I oftentimes, when I see that there's a change that has occurred, detachment has happened, they are confident again, I'm not opposed to taking that first step, but I will be opposed to you taking the first step at every step of the way. And that's where I need you to be patient and detached and not let your anxiety and your fear get the best of you. So in essence, what I'm asking you to do is to position yourself in a way where he has to take steps towards you. Instead of fighting for him, instead of trying to win him back, we are trying to position you in a way where he has to think about taking steps towards you. The more you reflect in those terms, the more you will basically give him an ability, an opportunity to lead and to chase in the way that he wants to. Very important for that to happen is for you to be in a mindset of being independent. You have to see yourself as the prize. Again, it doesn't mean that you have an oversized ego or grand sense of self. It just means that you value what you bring to the table and that you're not going to lower your standards out of fear of losing him or out of fear of him not being interested in all that you are. Ultimately, I want you to show a willingness. I want you to show some positivity during your interactions with your significant other or with your ex. And I want you to do so from a place of confidence and well-being, because that ultimately is what will matter most to this man. It's your ability to show him that there is connection, to inspire him, to show him that you guys can be happy together through positive interactions in the present. That is what matters most. So if someone tells you never to reach out to a man first, tell them it's not about reaching out first, it's about the posture. It's about the way that you reach out. And it's about making sure that you do not chase a man. So there's a difference between reaching out and chasing. And that's what I want you to get from this video. You are the prize. You are fighting the good fight. And if this man doesn't see it, then he is not the right man for you. And that is okay too. As always, thank you for your support. Don't hesitate to check out our free training to find out more about this process and the ways by which you can increase your chances of rebuilding a new and improved relationship. As always, thank you for your comments, thank you for your support, and keep fighting the good fight.